Hello friends, today we will talk about a Global Korea Scholarship GKS for Masters and PhD for this year 2021. As you may already be knowing that there are two ways to apply for this scholarship. One is through the MHRD, that is Embassy, Korean Embassy in Delhi for Indian students especially, and another way is to apply directly to universities in Korea. So if you apply through the MHRD, the difference is that your application first goes to MHRD, then you appear in an interview, and which is conducted by Korean Embassy. Then they shortlist a certain number of candidates from all the applicants, and then they send your applications to Korean universities. And then if the universities select you, then you are selected. The second method is if you apply directly to the universities, that is called university track. So in that case, your application goes directly to the university of your choice. So you choose one university. If you apply through Embassy, you can choose three. You can give three options in priority, that my first option is choice is this, second is this, third is this. So your application will go to all the three universities, but only after the Embassy selects you first. But if you apply directly, you can only apply to one university, but at least your application will go to that university for sure, because there is nothing between you and the university. So your application goes to the university. Then if the university selects you, then university will send your document to the NIID that we have selected this candidate, and we want to grant this student admission in our master's or PhD program. So then NIID gets all the nominations from universities, and from those all the nominations, NIID will make the final decision which students it wants to select. So if NIID also selects you, then your selection is final. So that's the brief overview. For detailed guidelines, you can go through the documents that I will show you in a minute. So yeah, just give me a second. So to read the notification of MHRD, you can also go to the MHRD website, and you can also go to our website, that is learnkorean.in. So if you go to our website, as you can see here, here the first post that you will see is GKS 2021 Graduate Scholarship. So just click on this, and here you can read the complete notification for this year. So here, let me just go through it briefly. So the last date of application is 19th March 2021. Okay. So you can see here that total number of scholarships for India this year under Embassy quota, under Embassy track, is 22. So the total 22 students will be selected, and for those 22 selections, they will nominate 45 students. So let's say that 500 students apply to the Embassy, then they will select 45, and they will select those 45 applications to the NIID in Korea. NIID means like National Institute for International Education. It's the government of Korea organization. So they will send 45 applications, and the NIID will finally select 22 out of those. So that's it. So you can apply for master's, doctoral, and some research programs. And the eligibility criteria is you must be under 40 years of age, and for master's program you should have a bachelor's degree, and for doctoral programs you should have a master's degree. That is it. You should have your degree by August 31. So let's say your final exam is still pending, you have to appear in the final examination in let's say April or May. That's totally fine. You can still apply as long as you have the final degree by August 31st. That is fine. So you can just submit your all the mark sheet up to maybe second year, or whatever the final certificate is, like the last semester, up to last semester certificate and mark sheet, you can submit, and final one you can submit once your selection is done. So that's it. And we will ignore the research programs because there are not many people who apply for this, and those who apply, they already know the process, so they can find it out. So we will just focus on the masters and PhD here. So the another eligibility criteria, as you can see here, is that your CGPA, your grade, your final marks, your final CGPA up to this point, if you have completed BA or masters, then they will see the final grade. If you are just in the final year, final semester, then up to this point your grade should be above 80% out of 100. Okay, and if it is not 80%, like in many cases the universities don't give you this high score, so in that case if you are in the top 20% in your class, that is also fine. So let's say there are 30 students in your class and let's say you are in the top 6, then that is fine, you are eligible. If there are 100 students in your class, then if you are in the top 20, that is fine. So for this you will have to get a certificate from your department, from your university, that this student's marks put him or her in the top 20% of the class. So that should be fine. And there are some other criteria for that, like you will have to check the detailed guidelines, but mainly these are the points: that you should have a degree, a bachelor's or master's, or you should be in the final year, and your score should be either 80% or you should be in the top 20% within your class. Okay, and if you have already got a scholarship recently for a broad study, then you might not be eligible. If it has been 2 years since you got the scholarship, then you can apply, but most students will not come in this category, so you can ignore that part. And for the benefits and all, I have already shown you in the earlier videos, but you can check the guidelines document. Generally they will give you $900, $800 to $900 every month for living expenses, and they will pay all the university fees. They will cover your Korean language training expenses. So it's a very good scholarship. It gives you all the benefits possible: two-way airfare and everything, health insurance and all. So that's it. Now regarding the application, so the application process is completely online. So here you can see this link that you have to go to the Ministry of HRD application portal, proposal.sakshat.ac.in. so it's like this, and it's not open. If you see here, right now there is only one scholarship available for Commonwealth Masters Scholarship for UK. Korea scholarship is not available. It will open tomorrow, February 22nd. You can see here the portal will be active from 22nd February 2021 and the last date will be 19th March. Now you have to submit 4 copies of the application form and everything else, and you have to send it, all the documents with you have to send it by post or submit online, that we'll have to see. Yes, you will have to send all the documents, physical copy, printed copy also, to this address. They have given you the address of the ministry, so you have to send 4 copies. So whatever set of documents, like one application form, you will have your study plan, you will have your let's say mark sheets and certificates or other documentations, like if you have any English language score or Korean language score, all the documents, make one set of it and make 3 photocopies. So total 4 sets will be there, and just put them in 4 envelopes or in one envelope, but they should be separately stapled as 4 sets. Okay, and just dispatch it to this address. And the documents required are given here. Yeah, and you have to upload all these documents to this application portal as well, and you will also send the printed copy later on. So you have to submit the mark sheets of 10th class, mark sheet of 12th class, basically all the certificates. I would say that don't just see what documents they require, just send them everything. Whatever educational documents you have, always like being on the safer side is better. So if you send some extra documents, that will be okay, but if you send one less document, that will be problematic. So just send all your mark sheets, all your certificates, all your experience certificates, volunteer certificate, everything. Okay, criteria for nomination is like they will give priority to certain institutions, like if someone is from IITs or central universities, they will get priority. But yeah, you don't need to worry about that, just apply. You have, if you're employed, if you're working somewhere, you need to get no objection certificate. If you are working in government sector, you should get it, otherwise I don't think it should be like a big thing. And that's all. So you can also read the same notification. If you just go to Google and type MHRD scholarship, you will get this Human Resource Development Ministry's website. If you click here, you can get all the scholarships from not only Korea but other countries also. So you can see 2021 Global Korea Scholarship, and you can read this notification that I'm showing you here on our website. Now you can also download the whole notification in PDF form from here. So if you click here, you will get this notification PDF. You can download it from here and you can read. I will recommend you to read everything very carefully. You can see that these are like total 64 pages, so I cannot show you all 64 pages. I can't read everything here, but it's your job, you are applying, so you should read everything properly. And if you have any questions, if you have any queries, then you see that the number and the contact details are already given here. So do not ask me or anyone else, always ask official people who are in charge of this, so they will give you the correct information. So you can see here all information regarding aforementioned scholarship will be available here, and queries may be directed by email. You need to email to this email address, or you can also call on this number. So they have all the information. Only believe on that information. Whatever I have said here, don't apply, don't send documents on the basis of that. That is just for the informational purposes. Always confirm everything here. So just mail them and ask what documents they require, how you should send them, by post or by courier, by registered post or by email or whatever. Okay, so just ask them officially. Now that was regarding embassy, but what if you want to apply through to universities directly, through university track? In that case, I would recommend you to go to this link. This link has all the documents. Even if you are applying through embassy track, you should go to this link and you should download all the documents and read them and see what are the universities available, what are the majors that are available. So if you go here, you can see, first of all, you should see this document, 2021 GKS Graduate Application Guidelines. Okay, so let me open this. So you see here that it's a 42-page long document. It will show you everything, how many seats are there for which country, which universities are there available. These are all the universities in Korea, and what grades, CGPA and health requirements, and all the details, like you can see the list of all the documents here in great detail. So you will need to submit application form, personal statement, SOP, research proposal, 2 letters of recommendation. These details are not given in the MHRD because MHRD is like a very brief version of the notification. So but you should always check this official document and send everything, because if you see in the MHRD, they have just said that send all the mark sheet of 10th and 12th and graduation, that's it. But here if you see, there is a huge long list of documents. So always rely on this official guidelines and send all the documents properly. Here also, like one way to, if you have any questions about this scholarship, one way is to contact the MHRD, for which I showed you the contact details here. And another way is to contact the people in Korea directly. So you can directly contact the GKS scholarship people. So I will show you the details. Yep, here. So this is the contact details. So whatever question you have, what should be the CGPA, how to calculate CGPA, whether to staple something or not, whether to write in blue ink or red ink or A4 size paper or A3 size paper, whatever kind of question you have, you can just email to this address, kgspnied@korea.kr. Okay, here they have given you everything, how to convert CGPA, and they also have given you contact numbers of the embassies in every country, so you can contact embassy also. Yeah, like for example India, if you see here, yeah, this is the contact number of embassy, this is the fax number of embassy, this is the email address of embassy. So you can also, so just send contact like everywhere, you will get reply from somewhere. And you can see here that this is a very important page where they have shown you the dates, important dates. So let me go to that page. Yeah, here these rules keep changing, so no one, like even the people, I got this scholarship 10 years back, yeah, 10 years back. So since then so many things have changed. Even from last year many things have changed. So do not rely on any information that you get on YouTube or from any random person. Always check things yourself and always contact the official people. Okay, so now I will make 1 or 2 more videos to help you with the application process. One video I will make about how to write your study plan, SOP. So SOP is, like, I can say, the most important document in your application. So writing a good SOP is very, very important. That will decide whether you will be selected or not. So I will make a video on that. I will also make a brief video on the interview process. So what kind of questions you can expect in the interview and how to answer those questions and how not to answer those questions. So yep. So I think you should give 1 or 2 days to go through all the information that is available. Don't rush, don't hurry, just take time. You have 1 month, approximately 1 month to apply. So just take 2, 3, 4, 5 days to just go through all the information, organize everything point wise, make a list of what documents you need to submit, what things you need to check, and then start the process. So I wish you all the best. Thank you.